Hi, I'm Becky, and we're going to do a little bit of muscle training today. I'm going to change it up a little bit from my normal. I get bored really easy, so I need to do things that are different. That has been in the past part of my problem as far as not sticking with it. It gets boring. I don't want to do the same thing every day, or every other day, or 3 or 4 times a week, whatever. I want to do different. So today, I'm going to show you a little different way to do things. We're going to start out with doing some band training. I don't do a lot of bands, but it's nice to have something to do differently. These come from Amazon. If you've had physical therapy, they usually give them to you. They're cheap, super, super cheap. These I like from Amazon because they say right on there, this is a 10-pound resistant. And they come with these little hand grippy things and you change it to the weight. And like this one here, this is a 20-pound resistance. This one is a 30. This one is a 40. It says right on there. It makes it really nice. You know you're progressing by the weights. This one is a 50. And I don't know, they're always color coded, but I don't know if they follow this same yellow, red, green, blue, black. I don't know if that's the same on everyone, but they are always different colors. And this is, got this little D-ring in here. You can take this, let me drop one-handed. You can take this off and then just move it from weight to weight. Super cheap. Gives you just something a little different. I love my dumbbells now. Don't get me wrong, I love my dumbbells, but I get bored. I can't do them every day. And you know my policy, we use what we got. I don't want to buy something special to hook that to. I like to be outside, so we're outside. And I need something stable. Like it really has to be stable. It can't be like if I hook to that chair, I just pull that chair across here. Even a heavy chair is not really heavy enough. But my husband's got a lawnmower. It's really stable. So I can just put my, uh-oh, I don't want to pinch his cable. I can just put my cable right on, and there ain't no way I can pull this and make that unstable. I couldn't pull it. I probably could, well, I pull it with a car when it gets stuck, but it takes a car to pull it. Okay? We're going to do a little different workout this today, just to give us some variety. And maybe work a few different muscles, because your body likes variety too. We're going to start out up high. This works our back and our biceps, our grip strength, because I got to squeeze it. If I let it go, it's going to be like shooting a rubber band across the field over there. If I want more, I just back up a little more. Now let's count them up. Let's work it. There's 1, 2. Good form now. We got see your shoulders need to be back, and when you pull them back, you need to pull them shoulders back. See, I'm stretching it back. I'm kind of hid in a little layer of fat, but if I was a muscle builder, you could see my muscles here. 3, 4. And if you'll notice that one hand, this is my weaker side here, it kind of shakes a little. I'm stressing it a little. I want to stress it a little. I don't want to hurt it, but I want to stress it. And let it go back slowly, because you're like right in this phase, you're building muscles right here. I can feel this in my scar right there. Or not the actual scar, but the muscles under it. 5, 6. Chin up, shoulders back. I have to remind myself continuously of my form. 7. And this is definitely the slower the better. 8, 9, 10. And don't use your body. Don't roll your body back to pull. Keep your body straight and use your arms and your shoulders and your back to pull. All right? And to make it different, all we have to do is move our bands to a different place. Let's go low this time. Okay? There's different things that you can do this way. You can do the same exercise like this, and you're using different, you notice when you reposition your hands, even the difference in this and this uses different muscles. And you want to use each and every muscle you have. So let's go. Feet a comfortable width apart, preferably shoulder width apart. And chin up, shoulders back. 1. And I'm pulling them back level with where it's at on the tractor to hip level. 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, slow and easy. 6. Remember, stick your chest out, your shoulders back. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? Now I'm going to keep tension on this one. And I'm going to go like this. 1, 2. I got a little too much tension. I step a little closer. That eases the tension. You want it to be a little bit of a stress, but not a strain. Okay? Keep your elbow close to your body. Don't do no weird out there kind of stuff. Keep it close to your body because your form is important. This one here just is holding the band so it doesn't, as I'm pulling this end doesn't go swoom and smack me. You might think that's funny, but I probably wouldn't like it. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, shoulders up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? I'm going to have to turn around and turn my back to you to do the other side. But let's see. If I stand over here, how does this work? Let me readjust there, Mr. Cameraman. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make it harder as you go. 7, 8, 9, 10. That one is hard for me on that arm. Now, we're going to go back over here on this corner. Sorry for the dancing around there. All right, and we're going to do low. Okay, now that's really low. But we're going to do the lawnmower pull, which is this. Like you're mimicking, you remember the pull little push mowers that you had to crank and crank and crank to start? Well, you're cranking that muscle. All right, drop our band down low. There we go. Pull your tension back to where you feel tension on this. Don't start when you're too close because you won't benefit. You need to start out with a little bit of tension and hold that tension and crank that lawnmower. Crank that lawnmower. 3 cranks, 4 cranks, 5 cranks, 6 cranks, 7 cranks, 8 cranks, 9 cranks, 10 cranks. Now we're going to do it with the other hand. 1 crank, 2 crank, 3 crank. I didn't like those lawnmowers, by the way. 4 crank, 5 crank, 6 crank, 7 crank, 8 crank. Woo, I'm getting tired. 9 crank, 10 crank. Woo! Woo! All right. Now, you can do the lateral kickback with this same device. Twist your grip. It slides. And if you don't have that little grippy thing, you just hold the cable. But it kind of makes your hand a little more comfortable. But you can do the lateral just like this. Remember, stick that tushy out. Don't forget you got to stick the tushy. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! That one is kind of hard. I won't lie. That's kind of hard. These are 10-pound resistance, and I'm usually not using 10 pounds worth of weight, so that's a good workout for me. And start where you're comfortable. If you're got lots of muscle, then maybe you can handle one of the higher, not a 10, but a bigger resistance band. I'm a wimp. I'm starting with 10. All right. Now, tushy out, other arm. And this hand is holding the tension so that when this arm, I have resistance. So go 1, and adjust your tension. If that's hard, too much you feel, let a little tension off. You are in control of everything with these things. All right, let's go. Tushy out. Tushy, stick your little tushy out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew, that's a pretty good workout. All right, I'm going to swap off of this, and then we're going to go to the heel raises. I have to work on my balance every day, and I'm just going to lay these aside because we're done with this for right now. We might use them again tomorrow. We might not. We'll see. You'll see how I feel, and if I find I got to do something else entertaining. I change it up because my body requires me to change it up, and my mind. I get bored easy. And I was doing some research, and it was saying, according to the American Medical Society, that if you do exactly the same workout for 30 days in a row, your body stops trying to improve at that point. If you want more improvement after 30 days, you have to change it up. You can either do a different exercise, use different muscles, do it in a little different way, or add weight or distance, or you got to change it somehow. Or your body just says, okay, this is good enough and I'm done. We can handle this, no problem. That's not what you want. You want your body to keep improving. All right. I got to figure out other ways to improve this though, but right now this is where we're at. We're going to do the heel lift like this. Not only does that improve my calf muscles and all my muscles up my legs and my glutes, also it improves my balance, and you have little pumps in the back of your legs, in your calves, that helps reduce swelling in your feet. They are hugely important for those of us that have a tendency for our feet to swell. Having those pumps strong helps reduce our swelling. So that is critical. This is an exercise I don't need to get bored of. I need to just keep doing it. So let's go. Let's see if I can do it with balance. Here's 1, and I hold for a second, roll up slowly and down slowly. 2, 3, Woo. 4. If you need balance, you can use the chair for balance. 5. Whoops, like just then. 6. And you'll notice my ankles are kind of wibbly wobbling a little bit because they're a little bit weak and they're getting stronger and stronger every time I do this. 7. And I do it barefooted so you can see the height of my heels. It's not great. Some people can go way higher, but I will get there. Whoops, I gotta grab the chair. 8, 9, 10. And ideally, that's very tired. Very tired at that point. Ideally, we work it up until we're doing 3 sets of 10 or 20. Anywhere in between is great. If you can do 2 of them and no more, tomorrow you can do 3. Next week you can do 4. Do what you can. All right, now we're going to do the seated squat. All right, we're going to start out in our chair. We're going to put our butt to the front of the chair, okay? And from the front of the chair, we're going to raise, preferably no hands. If you need to modify it and put your hands on the chair and push yourself up, great. Do it anyway. Do it with your hands. You'll get where you don't have to use your hands. And then if you need to put it on your knees to help you a little bit, do it that way. If you can do it no hands, wonderful. I can do a few of them no hands. It's very important that when you're sitting back down, you go slowly. You want to, when you're out in public and you're in a restaurant and you're going to sit down at your table, you want to be able to gracefully lower yourself into the table. I mean, into the chair, not the table. Into the chair. You don't want to just plop down, fall down, whatever. You just want grace. We want to age with grace. 2. And it's okay to explode out of the chair because you're trying to build power and that gives you power. But when you're sitting down, move very slowly. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're getting tough. 9, 10. When I first had my hip surgery, I couldn't get up without using my hands and struggled terribly. But because I've done this, it helps me a great deal. Now, there are days that I have difficulty and I still need a little help. If you need help, by all means, use help. Any kind of help you need, whether it's a chair arm like that, or somebody reaches you their hand and you take their hand and come up. There's no shame in that. No shame at all. You will get stronger and it's good for you. Building muscles is really good for you. I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you're 10 or 110. The more muscle you have, the better. All right, we're going to do something a little different. We'll come back to that in our sets. If I do too many, like right in a row, I get wore out. We're going to do our step-ups. This improves the glutes, basically from your waist down, every inch of you. You step up one leg, bring the other leg up, step down. And this is actually where my knee is least comfortable. You go 1. And see, this way I'm using that same leg. It's picking me up, but it is also using that same leg to lower me down. So that leg is getting that total workout. But then in the same instance, you want to switch to the other legs because you want to be balanced. And pick you up with this leg and set you down with that leg. So you're getting that same workout on both sides. See, watch now. 1, my left leg is bringing me up. My left leg is taking me down. Turn around, use your right leg. Bring you up and take you down. That's 1 full set. So we're going to say 1. And sometimes I get confused with the feet. If I do, straighten me out. This makes 2. This makes 3. I'm not sure if I got the feet right on that. This improves your balance too. It's 4. This is actually pretty hard. And you'll notice I have a lower heighted step. As you get more and more stronger, however you say that, you will raise the height of your step up, even to the point that instead of a step, it's like a huge step. But progress slowly. Remember, we're not in this for the injuries. All right, we're at 5. I had to hold it on my fingers so I could remember. Remember, right leg. Whoops. I got it backwards. Right leg up, right leg down. Left leg up, left leg down. 6. Right leg up, and right leg is holding me off so I don't fall going down. See me stagger my balance ain't great. That was 6. Left leg up, left leg down. Right leg up, right leg is holding me going down. There's 7-ish. 7-ish, okay? Left leg up, left leg is holding me going down. That's a little bit of an out of sync thing, but it's the only way I can be sure both legs get the same treatment. Right leg, that's 8. And we're going to work the left leg. I think I worked the right leg instead of left leg. 9. Can't talk and think at the same time. 10. And I got out of sync once. We're not going to count that. I screwed that up. I went up right leg, but I went down left leg. You notice why I'm saying that still right leg is because that right leg is where the tension is and where the pressure is to lower me down. So that's important. Now, that is a hard one for me. We're going to set our little step right over here. We're going to go back to our heel raises. That is one of the things I need the most. You figure out what you need most and be sure you cover that area. We're going to go up on our toes, try to balance. If we can't balance, grab. That's okay. If you don't want to do this outside and sit in like this, buy your kitchen counter works perfect. Buy your kitchen table. Buy a kitchen chair. If you got a railing, like a porch railing, that works. Do what works for you. Whoa, my legs are tired. That step, wear them out a little. 1, all right, 2, try to balance. Ooh, I'm doing it. All right, 3, 4, slow and steady. Be sure your feet are comfortable, shoulder length-ish apart. 5. And depending on where you position your feet is how your muscles fire. Ooh, I won't count that one because I didn't get up there. 6. And expect, the more you do, the tighter you're going to get and the harder it's going to get. That's okay. 7. Oh, 7 went pretty good. 8. 9. 10. Woohoo! Finish 2 sets of 10. All right, now we're going to do our chair squats again. Whew. I'm feeling it. Let's see if I can get 10 no-handeds up. We'll see. Maybe not. Because remember, my legs are tired from the other things, and I have to respect that. All right. Are you ready? Let's go. There's 1. And if you can just do a regular squat and you don't need a chair, wonderful. Do it without the chair. 2. I am modifying to fit my body's needs. You do the same. This is 3. Sweating. 4. 5. Whew. I'm feeling it. 6. 7. It's okay to explode up. Sit slowly. Slowly, slowly, slowly. 8. I think I can get 10 with no hands. 9. Although I did feel that one. 1 more. No hands. 10. And I want to show you one other modification that you can make to make with the chair harder if you're not ready to lose the chair yet, but you find that too easy. All you've got to do is take a weight, and it will make it harder. And you sit in your chair, and you hold your weight to your body. This is only 5 pounds. It's not a big weight. Do a water bottle if you need to, or if you can do a 20-pound weight or more, go for it. You hold it against your body so that it doesn't blow you back out. Okay? And this actually improves the core side of it. That's Mary. She's our little poodle. She likes to work out too. All right, let's do way harder, but way more results. See if I can do a couple. Ooh. Grunt, strain if you got to. It's okay. My grandmother used to say when you were doing something laborious and you had to grunt to do it, you was letting your feelings out. Right, that's 3. Let's see if I can do 5. If I do 5, that'll max me out at this. And here's 4. And as you can tell, it's harder. 5. We're back down slowly, slowly, slowly. Woo! I did 5. Celebrate your victories. All right. I'm ready for a bottle of water, a minute of air conditioning. I hope you have a wonderful day. Move as much as you possibly can, and I'll see you next time. Bye.